Hey guys, JT here with the unboxing boxing of my Losi LST 3XLE. You guys know I kind of put up a teaser. I got a box earlier, and then I actually showed what was inside the box. And there was one thing that was noted on there was that I had oil all on my center. I don't know what this is. Oil for my center diff, and it's pretty thick. And I'm gonna call Horizon tomorrow to let them know what's going on. I don't know if I need to send this back to them. Well, I'm not going to run the car. I'm not going to open any of the other packages up. But I did kind of want to just show you what you get with this and kind of just do a brief overview of it, because I've never heard of anyone getting one of these that I've seen so far that had that issue. So I'm thinking if it's leaking out, there may be a problem with it. I'm a little bit disappointed because I wanted to drive this weekend. And yeah, I'm going to have to call Horizon because I'm really not happy with that. So I'm going to call them and see what's going on. I'll let you guys know how Horizon handles this. It's going to be my first time dealing with their customer service. I've bought stuff from them before, and I haven't had any issues like this. So it'll be interesting to see how this is going to be handled, because this truck isn't cheap. This is almost a $600 truck. So, but anyway, with all that aside, real quick, what comes in here is you get an instruction manual, and then you also get, and I've seen this before a few times, you get a little manual where they say expand your driving experience, where you can actually put like a speedometer and stuff, and maybe even download an app and stuff to attach this to your phone as a little piece like there for it. I think this is an attachment for your phone. It's got this little piece there, and this if you buy something that hooks up to it. And it comes with two like connectors or something there. So I have to look into this a little bit more to see what this entails. And of course they give you an instruction manual. I'm going to not open this up in case I need to send this back. We won't harp on that anymore. But anyway, what else you get inside here is, hopefully this isn't too much of a glare. You also get double A's for your radio, which is a plus. I'm glad that they are including this with their kits. And then you get some basic tools for it as well. Those Allen keys I probably will not ever really use. But that wheel and this tool right here to get your tires and wheels off, I'll probably maybe use that, but I have one as well. And then it's other little tools in there for adjustments and stuff with it as well. And then also, as you guys know, this does have a wheelie bar on it. Excuse my scissors over there. But it also includes an optional bumper you can put on it, so you don't have to run it with that wheelie bar on. So from some videos I've seen before, people suggest if you're going to run this off-road or to tracks and stuff, to go ahead and take that wheelie bar off and put this bumper on, which this is kind of a nice addition, because I'm probably going to run it with the wheelie bar off and install this on after I call Horizon. I know I said I was not going to talk about it, but after I give them a call to find out what they can do for me for this, because as I go into the inside of this truck, you kind of see what I mean. So right off the bat, this truck does look nice. I did a quick review of this in Hobbytown, Kennesaw, Georgia, when they had one on display up in there, and I think they still have one up there. But this truck was bigger than I thought. When I saw it, I was like, whoa, that's huge. It's a little bit bigger than an 8 scale, but it's not like 1/7 scale or anything like that, or 1/6 scale. But it's big. I thought it was going to be the same size as the Arma Outcast, but it is a lot larger. So we'll do size comparisons to that. The CN or Sin Colossus, and then also the X-Max, and do some running videos with this and other cars as well. So I do like the look of the truck. I really, really do. They really did a good job on the paint scheme, or actually these decals and stuff are on here, and the paint scheme of it. They really makes it stand out, you know, a lot as well. And this body's pretty thick. It does have some plastic like over the top of it and stuff. But they did a really good job on the look of this truck. I think they really, really did. I didn't own, I guess, the first version of this, or maybe a version 2. And I know the first one did have diff problems, but I believe part of the diff problems was that it did not have a center differential. It had a slipper clutch in it. So some of that stuff has been addressed from what I've read up on with this one, and some of the parts are somewhat compatible with it as well. So we'll have to see as time progresses on and I run this truck more and stuff. So one thing that also makes this stand out is, look at these wheels. That blue just really, really looks good. And they even customized, you know, a couple of things. You guys can see that. We get that to focus in there. So they really put a lot of detail into the look of this truck. One other thing with this as well is that there's just removal of 2 body pins here and then here, and this body actually flips up. Now, from where that oil leaked at, I don't know if you guys can kind of see that where it's kind of shiny right there. It leaked all on my body, so I'm not too sure what's going on with that. And I'm not going to run it until I call. So, but anyway, looking at the inside of this truck is really beefy. I mean, these shocks are huge. I mean, these shocks are, I would like to compare this to the X-Max to see the differences in shocks, because these may not be as big as the X-Max, but they are pretty huge. So, and they are threaded body, and this is like a metal or something. I'm not sure of what it's actually made of, but they're not plastic, so thank God they're not. Now, the caps are plastic, but I don't see any of that breaking off with that. Inside here, you do see that there is probably some slight adjustments you can do for the body mounts for the front, and possibly not too much the rear. So I'm not sure. You can adjust the front just a little bit, but not the rear. But I'm not sure what bodies will actually be made for this, but I'm pretty sure at some point in time, Proline will probably make some bodies for it. But we'll see. Here's the ESC. This is 150 amp, I believe. I have to follow up on my specs with this, and this can run a 6S LiPo. The motor is a 2200 kV motor, if you guys can see that there. And these heat sinks are kind of built into this motor. So this thing ought to run pretty cool, but we'll do the testing and stuff on that. You guys see that the chassis layout and stuff of this is pretty beefy as well. Now, there's one thing that I did notice with this was these Ec5 connectors. Now, when I saw it from a distance, I thought these were kind of built into the chassis, but they're actually not. They're actually just kind of bolted in there, if you guys can kind of see how that is there. So these can be unbolted. And, you know, if you were going to change these connectors out to something else, you can do that. So they're unbolted, so you don't have to worry about when you plug your LiPo in and sticking it in down there and stuff. So they probably did this to keep the connection and stuff pretty secure, but it still should be somewhat secure, keeping it from getting caught in this drive shaft right here. But it's fine. I mean, I've ordered some couple of batteries that have the Ec5 connector on it, so I'll be running them just for this truck right here. So other things with the truck, like I said, it does look pretty beefy. It does have aluminum on it, which is good. Put this, I got oil all on me. Anyway, looking at the underside of the chassis, get this over here real quick. It does have, and I think I showed this when I originally first looked at it, it does have aluminum down here, and there's more oil. And they do have this here to where if you're going to adjust your pinion gear, they do have this to where it's coming with a 21 tooth. Is that 21, 22 stock? So that's actually pretty big. So you can go up to a 25 tooth pinion gear and stuff with that. So they give you those mounted holes to where you just actually loosen these up, put your pinion gear and just slide that back and forth to get that to fit in there. So that's pretty good. So you don't have to worry about gear mesh and stripping spur gears and all that stuff. So all in all, the truck looks pretty impressive. I mean, with the exception of what's going on with that oil. So I have to wait till in the morning to give them a call and figure out what's going on with this, because I'm going to have to go in there. Yeah, they should replace this. I just hate it because I really want to get this up and running and show this to you guys, because I don't know if it's just a bad center diff, because it shouldn't leak out even if this box was turned to the side at UPS or something. We shouldn't have this much leakage on there at all. So my assumption is the center diff may be bad in here. Now I'll probably have to get another kit, because there will be no use in trying to take this apart and then reassemble it, or I don't know. Maybe they'll send me another center, but I still have to go in and do work on it. So I'm pretty interested on what they're going to do about that, because like I said, it's a brand new truck. Just got it in today, and you guys kind of saw that when I just did they're out there racing. You hear them? They race a lot over here. So you shouldn't have to work on a car as soon as you get it. I mean, you do have to check it out and make sure all the screws and stuff are tight in there, but I mean, other than that, the truck does look good. I've seen a couple of videos of this thing running and read a couple of reviews on it. So I'm interested in taking this thing out and giving you guys my thoughts on it. So as always, don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. And I'll also give an update, like I said, on this whole center diff thing and see what's going on with that and see how Horizon handles that. So as always, guys, thanks for watching.